All right. And again, this is just reviewing here. Go back to page 3 for me. Because I feel like because I've gone pretty quick here, we're all over the place. I still got something new to show you today, but I want to make sure we're solid in these last 2 days. All right, take a look at number 16 for me, please. Number 16. Let's see, who do I want now? Let's go 22. What do I need to do first, 22? Good, thank you. Keep your x squareds positive. So go ahead, everyone, move those two quantities over, the 24 and the negative 10x. Number 13, when you're ready, let me know your equation that's equal to 0. I got x squared. +10x. Yep. Good. Thank you for putting it in order. There's 3 terms. What's my a value? 1. I know some of you guys still group, but I'm trying to wean you off that. There's no reason to group. Find 2 numbers that multiply to -24, but add to 10. All right, -24, add to 10. Number 26, when you get those numbers, let me know. 12 and 2. Got signs that add to 10? Some of you guys may have said 6 and 4, and I wouldn't have blamed you. But are you going to be able to add to 10 and multiply to -24? No, because if you go plus to add to 10, those won't multiply to -24, unfortunately. All right, 2 factors, set them equal. -16, what are my 2 answers for x here?
-12 and +2.
Solid, solid. Anything else from you guys? All right, let's go. Page 5 for me, page 5. I know I'm bouncing around, but I want to hit everything we've done the last couple days before I show you this new stuff today. Page 5, number 5. Ooh, what do you want to do there first? Yeah, go ahead, Sam.
It's different from
What did I cut off an x?
Yeah.
Is it 3 plus 7x?
Yeah.
Did I cut it off when I copied it over? Thank you. All right. Jack, what are you doing here?
So I'm going to move the 3 and the 7x onto the other side.
All right, good man. I like it. And when you move the 7x over, notice you can combine it with the 5x. All right, a little something new for us. When you're ready, 19, when you're ready, let me know what this new equation looks like. Who has 19? Not here? 19? Okay, Joy, here we go. Moving the 7x, what do we get? -2x. Oh, hold on. Everyone see where she got the -2x? Okay, keep going. -3 equals 0. Now I'm forced to do what method here? Now you got to group because the a value is 8 instead of 1. So now, yes, you do have to group. Oh, boy. Emma, are you ready here? First step to group. Yep, 8 times -3 will give me -24. So I have 8x squared something -3. I'll wait here. 2 numbers that multiply to -24, but will add to -2. If you just saw our last problem, there's a hint. $23, did you find those values? Multiply to negative 24, but add to negative 2. Why was I thinking something else? All right. All right, yep. Group it. Whew, all right, who's going to help me group here? Let's go with number 10. What do I want to take out of that first one?
2x.
And be left with what?
4x minus 3. And then you take a 1.
Yep, because I want 4x minus 3 to match up, so all I would take out is a 1, 4x minus 3. Yep. You want to finish it there, Matt?
You get 2x plus 1, and then 4x minus 3.
All equal to 0.
Yep.
And then go right ahead. Set each one equal to 0. And solve. Hunter, you got those values for x?
Yeah. It would be negative 1 and 3.
Negative 1,
Oh, correct.
right? You move the 1 over,
Yeah.
and then do what?
Negative 1 half.
Negative 1 half, and then what about over on this side?
3/4.
3/4. Yep. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for now. We feel all right here? That's basically the last 2 days all summed up in the last couple problems. I wanted to do number 7, that word problem there, but I'll get to it tomorrow instead. We feel all right here? Okay? Okay. I'll show you the new stuff now. I'm not sure what page that starts on, but it says day 3. All right, on day 3, here we go for the first one. It's already set equal to 0. What's the plan? No GCF, 3 terms, A value is 1. Here we go. I'm not even going to tell you what needs to happen. We should be at this point already. You should know what numbers you need to find. Kaylee, what do you have? -3, -3, good. 2 numbers that multiply to +9 but add to -6. Here's where we got to be. If you're sitting there right now being like, whoa, no idea how that came from, you got to get in here. I don't know what else to tell you, something like that. 2 terms. Now you'll notice when you solve both, what do you notice about your answers? They're going to be the same. Okay, you only need to tell me one of them. All right, x equals 3. I don't need to see x equals 3, x equals 3. All right, no big deal. All right, now we got something totally new here with this next one. A minus 5 all squared equals 64. Whew. All right, please don't do anything yet. Don't try to be a hero. Because here's what I would expect some of you to do. Maybe you'd move the 64 over. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ooh, I still don't know what we're going to do with that. That's ugly. Maybe some of you would try to do A minus 5 and A minus 5 and try to double distribute. That's going to take a while. I didn't give you that much room anyway. All right. So now I'm going to show you a little new way to do it. Notice how that's squared. It's the only time we can do this. Now, I have no idea what's been taught to you so far this year. No idea. So I may be starting from scratch. Do you know how to get rid of a squared? Like if I had x squared equals, I'm just making up a random number here, 60. Anybody know how you get rid of that squared? You take the square root. Okay, so we are at that point, yes? You can do the same thing here. All right, you want to get rid of that squared and get the a minus 5 by itself? You can take the square root of both sides. So when I take the square root here, the only thing that leaves is what? The squared. What's still left? Okay, a minus 5 equals, here's where you can't fall into the trap. I know some of you are thinking 8. You're half correct. When you take the square root of a number, you're left with the positive and negative version of it. All right, so I'm going to put a little, have you ever seen this symbol here, plus or minus? Some of you may have not. That plus or minus means it could be positive 8, could be negative 8. Hey guys, what was the highest exponent to start out with? So how many answers should we had? 2. Where's those 2 answers going to come from? A minus 5 equals? Ooh, no. What's it equal to here? 8. And a minus 5 equals? Negative 8. Okay, that's where our 2 answers are now going to come from. When you take the square root, you get the plus and minus version. Okay, so go ahead, solve a equals 13. And a equals? Oh, move that 5 over. Negative 3. Everyone have their calculators? Everyone take 13, store it in. You can store it in for X or for A, doesn't matter. Why did you feel left out? Store it in. Okay, store in 13 for either A or X, doesn't matter what you store it in for. Go back to the original problem, guys, and type in your calculator, A, X, whatever variable you use, minus 5, all squared. And do you get out 64? Okay, so again, nice, easy way to check, especially we're doing this new process. Okay, so again, store in 13 and then type in A minus 5 or X minus 5 in parentheses, all squared. You should get out 64. And the same thing would happen if you stored in negative 3. Okay. Questions, comments? All right. Everyone all right? Okay, let's move to 3. You see it's squared. How do I get rid of the squared? Square root both sides. Yep. Now the only difference here is I can't take the square root of 8. It's a sloppy decimal. If that's the case, leave it square root of 8. Don't give me that sloppy decimal that's in your calculator right now. So y plus 6 equals still plus or minus the square root of 8. How many answers should I have here? What's the highest exponent? 2. Ready? I'm hopefully not freaking you out yet. Y plus 6 equals positive radical 8, and y plus 6 equals negative radical 8. Not negative 8. Make sure that negative's on the outside. All right, with me. How do I move the 6 over? How do I move it over? Okay, so one answer is going to be y equals, ready? Negative 6 plus radical 8. Leave it like that. I don't need the decimal, please. Leave it like that. And what's your other one going to be? Y equals, oh, hold on, what did I miss? No, I'm good. What's your other one going to be? Negative 6 minus radical 8. Okay, so I still get 2 answers there. Let me see you do 22 and 24 on the next page. I don't know where. Oh, it's going downhill. All right, 22 and 24 on the next page, or on this page. 22 and 24. Anybody for -10 for number 22, and for number 24, 14 and 0. Any issues? Let me see you do the next two then. Next two. Should be labeled 25 and 26. Some of you guys say, hey, square root of 1 is 1. You don't need to leave it in the radical. Square root of 1 is 1. All right, so you shouldn't have a radical left over there. Square root of 1 is 1. Okay, so replace that with 1, please. Questions at all? Okay, hopefully you get it figured out because tomorrow, big day tomorrow, we start with the word problems. Come on in and see me, please.